Stephen Colbert stared at her with a challenging look. She didn't flinch. Sitting up straighter, she gestured naturally, as if addressing a TikTok crowd. Asterisk. Stephen, you want to talk contradictions? Look at yourself. You sit here making money off mocking people, then pretend to be freedom's guardian. I grew up in a middle-class family in New Hampshire. No politics. No privilege. My parents sold ice cream and used trucks to raise me. I know what Americans want more than some ivory tower news outlets or millionaire hosts like you. We banned AP and Reuters not to hide, but to protect the truth from being twisted. Trump's working for the people, not for you guys. Asterisk. Her voice was steady, her gaze sweeping the audience like she was reeling them in. Applause rang out again, louder this time, but murmurs of dissent weren't quiet either. Colbert laughed, a dry, humorless sound. Asterisk. Oh, I love how you tell it, Karoline. Real touching. But you didn't answer the question. If Trump's so transparent, why not let the press do their job? Why pick who gets in and who doesn't? Sounds like a asterisk. Asterisk, but for my son, for his generation. You don't get that because all you do is sit here and laugh. But I don't back down. Never. Asterisk. The studio erupted. Applause from the conservative side thundered, drowning out liberal boos. A group in the middle row stood cheering, while others shook their heads, muttering dissent. Colbert leaned back, hands off the desk, eyes flickering with unease before regaining composure. Asterisk, a mother, huh? Asterisk's voice was low, tinged with sarcasm. Asterisk, I respect that, Karoline, but don't use your kid to justify helping Trump strangle freedom. You say you're tearing down the system. I see you tearing down what makes America, and Gen Z will pay for it. Asterisk. He leaned closer, eyes blazing. Asterisk. Are you sure you're building a future or just burning it? Asterisk. She didn't blink. Her smile was cold, razor sharp. Asterisk. Stephen, you want to play the emotion card with me? I'm sure because I see results every day. Americans see jobs, see peace, see a country that doesn't bow. You say I'm burning the future? No, I'm burning the outdated past you cling to. Gen Z isn't paying, they're leading. And I'm their voice. You want to accuse me? Go ahead. But don't expect me to apologize for winning. Asterisk. She crossed her arms, eyes blazing like an unextinguishable flame. The studio broke loose, applause and boos merging into chaos, whistles of approval ringing out. Colbert didn't blink. She smiled again, cold and sharp. Asterisk. Stephen, you want to play the logic game with me? Fine. Canada's on its knees because we're stronger economically. That's leverage, and it works. Russia and Ukraine? Different. Trump didn't cave. He's smarter than you guys. He knew endless fighting solves nothing, so he negotiated to stop the bloodshed. That's not weakness. It's strategy. You want to call it kneeling? I call it leading. You cling to the past while we're moving forward, with X, TikTok, and my 728K followers to prove it. Asterisk. She crossed her arms, eyes daring him to strike again. The studio erupted, conservative applause overpowering liberal boos. A woman in the front row yelled, asterisk, Trump smart. Asterisk while the person beside her shook their head, muttering dissent. Colbert leaned back, tapping the desk. Asterisk leading. Asterisk his tone dripped sarcasm. Asterisk sounds like a fancy way to justify letting Putin off the hook. But I guess that's your style, turning everything into a social media win. You say you're moving forward, but I see someone hiding behind TikTok instead of facing reality. Asterisk. He leaned in, voice dropping. Asterisk. Are you sure Americans want peace by letting enemies laugh in our face? Asterisk. She didn't flinch. Laughing. She gestured like she was live streaming. Asterisk Stephen. You keep clinging to your enemies laughing narrative, but I'm not buying it. Americans want peace, and Trump delivered not by kneeling, but by playing tough. You say I'm hiding behind TikTok? No, I'm facing you right here, and I'm winning on every platform because I'm real. You want reality? The war's over, jobs are back, and America's stronger than ever. You don't like it? Too bad. We don't need your approval. Asterisk. Colbert took a deep breath, leaning forward, voice sharp as a knife. Asterisk Caroline, you say you don't need my approval, and I respect that confidence. But I've got one last question for you. Straight up, you're the youngest press secretary in history, but do you ever think you're just Trump's puppet? A young face for him to hide behind when things fall apart? Because I see someone who talks a good game but has no mind of her own. Asterisk. The question landed like a punch. The audience gasped. Scattered claps came from the liberal side. She sat still for a moment, eyes hardening, then laughed, bold and defiant. Asterisk, Stephen, you just called me a puppet. Asterisk, her voice was low but thunderous. Asterisk, no, Cap. That's the lowest blow you could throw, and I'm not letting you off easy. I'm not a puppet. I'm the voice of Trump, of Gen Z, of millions of Americans you and the old media abandoned. I've got my own mind, and it says America needs a leader like Trump, not ivory tower MCs like you. You think I'm hiding him? No. I'm standing here, right in your face, defending what he's built. Asterisk. Her voice rang out, firm and unyielding. Applause exploded from a conservative side, drowning out liberal boos. A man in the front row shouted, asterisk, Caroline's real, asterisk, while the person beside him shook his head, muttering dissent. She didn't stop, leaning forward, eyes ablaze. Asterisk, you think I've got no mind of my own because I'm loyal to Trump? Wrong. I'm loyal because I believe in him, in the jobs, peace, and strength he brings. I grew up middle class, no privilege, no one pulling my strings. I chose this path, and I'm proud of it. You want to call that a puppet? I call it strength. Asterisk. Leavitt embodies the Trump administration's boldness. No apologies, just attacks. Some neutral commentators called it a Gen Z win in politics, highlighting how she used social media and modern flair to dominate Colbert. Others warn she's turning the White House into a media game, unsustainable long-term. Love her or hate her, Leavitt left a mark. Backstage, she didn't rest. Within 30 minutes, she posted on X, asterisk, vibe check for Colbert. He tried and failed. Gen Z and Trump don't back down. No cap. Asterisk, the post hit 100K plus likes in an hour, cementing her image as an unyielding fighter. Her exit in white sneakers, eyes proud, became an online icon. Some even memed it with asterisk, deal with it. Asterisk, by using Colbert as a springboard, Leavitt sent a message. This administration doesn't play by old rules. The battle was over, but its echoes lingered, shaping the narrative of a rising young conservative generation. The clash mirrors America's polarization, where traditional media collides with Gen Z's digital-first defiance. With Trump in his second term and Leavitt leveraging TikTok and X to defend policies like press bans and tariffs, it's clear. Social media is reshaping political combat. Her resilience, rooted in middle-class authenticity and motherhood, resonates with viewers tired of scripted politics. The takeaway? In a divided America, confidence and adaptability win. When cornered, don't just defend. Strike back with your truth. Whether through an X post or a face-to-face showdown, winning isn't just about being right. It's about making people listen.